What's up, Internet? Welcome back to your house. We're in Chapter 3, about halfway through the game. We found a hidden room in our bathroom, and now we're going to keep going. Here it comes. If someone had told her a few weeks ago that she'd be solving puzzles in order to open hidden doors in a mansion, Debbie would have called them crazy, and I would love to do that. That would be... If I had hidden rooms in a house, oh, that would be... I don't have a lot of money, but if I ever did, that would be what I'd use it on. It'd be glorious. What kind of person has a hidden room built in their bathroom? Probably a pervert. Debbie thinks for herself. She expects to come across a translucent wall used to secretly view people in the shower, but she doesn't. Instead, the small room appears to be a cozy yet practical office. The parquet floor? Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that one. The parquet floor is covered by a cashmere carpet. The light from a nearby window illuminates its sinuous pattern. Debbie clutches the scrapbook as she spins around in amazement, taking the room in. There's a professional drafting table, a stool, a shelf full of books, and several pictures hanging on the wall. Most are building plans, but there's one that stands out above all the rest. It's a portrait of a young woman holding a roll of paper. Debbie approaches it. The girl's eyes look familiar. 10. Okay, it goes to 11? That's weird that it goes to 11. Serena Pullen, something tells me that I am in your house, and this is your secret hideout. Debbie now turns her attention to the drafting table, where she finds what appears to be an unfinished sketch of a building, along with a jar of pencils and brushes. Everything is covered in a thin layer of dust. It's been a while since anyone sat here. Then she walks over to the bookshelf, which is filled with books, an assortment of knickknacks, a movable figure, a small sculpture with a seemingly African design. Debbie bends over and reads some of the book spines. "Who are you?" she exclaims, looking up at Serena Pullen's portrait, who seems to nod back at her, satisfied at the question. Debbie once again flips through the scrapbook. I see the numbers here, so that's going to be... Do we have to figure out what book that is? Yeah. Debbie once again flips through the scrapbook. She's only made it this far thanks to solving the puzzles contained in its pages. What are you trying to tell me, Serena? You're hiding something, but do you want me to figure it out? That's it, isn't it? So it's probably this blue one, which is 10 and 5. Is it? No. Even though it's a blue book. Architecture of the City, 13-8. Let's see, is there anything else about what book she would probably have? I mean, she's an architect, so assumedly we could do 11-7. Oh, no, but there's too many of those. Steal this book. There's a lot about, like, Arsène Lupin is a thief. Thief. Small, medium, large, extra large. The Lies of Locke Lamora. Six of Crows. Victorian Criminal. Moriarty. Master Thieves. 13 we can't put in there. 11-7 we can, though. Let's try that. Nope, that's not doing it. Okay. Delirious New York. Oh, first stump. Okay. Let's see. It's a blue book, so it feels like that should be relevant. Are all of them triangle and circle? They are. Ten and 5 is the only blue book with the cover here. Let's just try it one more time. And then let's see if I flip them for whatever reason. Nope. That one also goes to 11. Oh. Oh, I don't know what I did. Oh, I feel bad about that. Hold on. We're gonna restart. I think it was 6 and 5, but for what reason? I see it says 6 here, 6 of crows, but that's not really relevant. I want to actually figure this out. There's nothing about the painting itself. There's a triangle. Oh, I see. Okay, I get it. Um, yeah, it's each of these is saying how many letters is in each part of the phrase. So I think the triangle is like main words, and the circle is like any of the interstitial words. So this is like 7 is modern, 11 is architecture, 8 is oh, this one's weird. 8 and 5 I don't fully understand. But cities is 3 and 3. It's like you add them together to make the total number of letters here. So the reason it's 6 and 5 is because it's 6 letters in Serena, 5 letters in Poland. By the way, the only reason I was doing that side by side was to see if inputting the blue book's cover was the way to go. I managed to figure it out regardless. From the newly revealed opening behind the bookcase, what looks to be a descending spiral staircase can be barely made out. A secret passageway inside a secret room. Incredible, and also pretty redundant. Debbie clumsily finds the handrail and takes hold of it as she hesitantly descends the first few steps, leaving the little light that the room provided behind. After taking a few more steps, darkness completely engulfs her. Trying not to let her claustrophobia get the better of her, Debbie continues descending until the stairs abruptly come to an end. Damn it. I should go back and grab a flashlight. I hope the door doesn't shut itself. The room is damp, and the moisture seeps into her pores. Debbie shuffles her feet along the floor, trying to avoid tripping over, and reaches up to feel the wall with her hands. It's so cold. Where the hell have I ended up? Then, after a few anxious seconds, she stumbles across a switch. Tunnel. When the light flickers on, Debbie remains frozen in place, her hand still poised on one of those old porcelain switches. In front of her, a dimly lit, long corridor can now be seen. The ceiling has been propped up and the cement walls are smooth and gray. At the end of the tunnel, she could just about see a metal door. Debbie slowly makes her way towards it. To her surprise, she finds that it's open. Camera room. Debbie leaves the hallway and enters the small room, which is largely taken up by a huge panel covered in turned-off monitors. In front of the screens is a control unit full of buttons and switches. It looks like an old setup, perhaps from the 1980s, but is still in good condition. This must be a camera room. That's strange. I don't remember seeing any cameras around the house. Debbie tries to turn on the monitor panel by pressing several switches, but to no avail. Then she turns around and continues inspecting the small room. She sees a locker. Debbie tries to open it, only to find that it's locked. Debbie looks for the key inside some drawers under the console and checks a shelf full of jars, but finds nothing useful. Let's go check the shelf again. Aha. Okay, so we have red. We have different colors here. Can't do anything with those. Let's go back to the hallway. Debbie returns to the hallway and heads towards a second door next to the camera room door. It's also made of metal and appears to be open. Warehouse. Debbie steps into the room, fearful of what she might find. She makes sure to leave the door ajar in case she has to go back into the tunnel. A tinkling light bulb hangs from the ceiling. The room, which looks like a small storage space, is empty, except for a brick in the corner. Aha! Wait a minute, what is this? Debbie bends down and picks up the brick. Underneath it, she finds a key. Ooh. Back to the tunnel. Okay, and I saw, having left the tunnel, Debbie returns to the camera room. The monitors are still sitting there. Also the shelf and the locker. So, 3 red triangles pointing down, squares, then the diamonds, then the circles. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's about the orientation of it. So, if this is centered, green is centered, red is to the left, yellow is to the right, blue is to the left. So, locker. Nice. Debbie places the key in the lock and smiles as it fits perfectly. As soon as she opens the little door, a long rolled up piece of paper falls out from inside the locker, held in place by a rubber band. Oh, goodness. You are done for if you don't turn the monitors on, Debbie reads on the back of the map. Confused, she sets the map aside, looks inside the locker again, and finds some strange glasses. Whew, those are bulky. They weigh a ton. What are they for? After thoroughly dusting them off, Debbie puts the glasses on. Whoa. Hell yeah. I love this type of stuff. Okay. I think that was also a, that's also a Device 6 thing, if I remember correctly. Okay, so let's go back for a second, just in case we're missing anything. Debbie returns to the small warehouse. Nah, there's not much to see here anymore. Bullshit. Hold the power for 5 seconds. Debbie hesitates for a few moments, wondering whether to keep looking or return to the tunnel. Wait, maybe I'm missing something. Debbie puts on her night vision glasses and turns them on to take another look around the room. So cool. This camera room. Okay, so we gotta hold the power button for 5 seconds. So... 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Meet the cabinet of curiosity. Meet me at the cabinet of curiosities. Got it. Okay. Yes! Debbie can't help but let out a shout of joy. I will soon meet you in the cabinet of curiosities. Then she turns and leaves the room. She definitely has a mission. Okay. Debbie returns to the secret passageway, intending to continue exploring. She advances down the narrow corridor, staying away from the warehouse and the camera room. This is much bigger than it looks. Debbie is surprised to find that she had been fooled by the perspective, and what it once looked like a dead end is actually a perpendicular corridor filled with even more doors. On the first door, she finds a sign that reads Video Shop, while the other says Garage. Debbie can make out 2 similar symbols drawn on both doors. Debbie continues walking and finds yet another door. This one is labeled Street and also has a symbol drawn on it. However, this door is much smaller than the rest. A few steps ahead, Debbie sees the sign on the last door. She stops with a jolt, Cabinet of Curiosities. She immediately rifles through her pockets and pulls out the map she found. This time, she takes a closer look. Okay. Nothing's hidden in the bottom of this. Okay, so we were here. Secret room is where we came from, right? So we're coming here. So video shop, garage. There's stuff beyond the garage. Cabinet of Curiosities. And the street. Oh, okay. Channel Irma Vep. Oh, I see. They're going to be locked. So video shop is going to be locked. Garage is going to be the only door I can actually go into, but let's try it. Let's see. Allowing her curiosity to get the better of her, Debbie opens the third door in the tunnel. This is so Device 6. I love it. In the tunnel. It's a new passageway, much narrower than the rest, propped up with wooden planks and poorly lit by rudimentary lamps. Where does this passageway lead to? As she progresses down the corridor, slightly hunched over, her anticipation is tinged with uncertainty. The wooden planks creak and shift unevenly as she steps on them, proving that the tunnel is dug directly into the earth. Debbie advances, carefully crouching over. She walks on and on and on, until she reaches a gate. Despite Debbie inspects the symbol on the lock. That symbol looks familiar. Okay. So we got a lock. So let's go back. And I have a feeling it's going to be the same for everywhere else. On the wall next to the door frame, placed at eye level, is a small panel with buttons. It seems to be some kind of padlock. Okay, we got a letter lock. Ignoring the lock for the moment, Debbie stretches out her legs as she leans her torso and both hands on the door, trying to push against it hard as she can, though her efforts are futile. Feeling defeated, she has no choice but to focus her attention on the padlock. Maybe in the cabinet of curiosities, Debbie remembers. She knows she has to open that door, no matter what it takes. Inside is what she's looking for, but it might still take her a while to get to it. She angrily kicks the door before continuing to explore the tunnel. Okay, it's the same thing. Aha! However, before giving up, Debbie has a funny feeling and she decides to put on her glasses. Ha! I knew it! Feeling both amazed and satisfied, she sees that something has been written just above the electronic padlock. Page 101 and page 108? There seems to be an insane logic to all this, and Debbie is beginning to understand it. Debbie reflexively opens the book and consults it as if it were a dictionary. 101 to 108. Oh, okay, so there's more pages. A lot of symbols, but Church of the Spaghetti Monster. Some excerpts from the New Testament of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Dinner 2.0 include: we need never doubt our divine carbohydrate, for even our DNA is shaped like a noodle, so we know that pasta is holy. What the fuck? The divine pasta. Okay, we have our code. I got it. Okay. Master Thief Leon strikes again. So this is, yeah, okay, so we just have to go through our stuff. Master Thief Leon strikes again. Elusive gentleman robber steals priceless golden cat figurine. In the realm of high-stakes heists and daring capers, one name reigns supreme: Leon. This elusive gentleman thief has once again managed to baffle law enforcement agencies worldwide, leaving behind only his calling card and an empty display case. In a recent audacious escape, what am I talking about? Leon targeted the exclusive Goldsmith Gallery, renowned for housing some of the world's most precious artifacts. This time, his discerning eye was fixated on a one-of-a-kind golden cat figurine, rumored to be worth a staggering 8 figures in the black market underworld. Sources close to the investigation reveal that the cunning thief managed to outsmart state-of-the-art security systems, disarm laser grids, and dance around pressure-sensitive floors with the grace of a ballroom virtuoso. Witnesses reported a mysterious figure dressed in a tailored black suit, complete with a monocle and top hat, disappearing into the night with the gilded feline treasure cradled in his gloved hands. Detective Harriet Chase, the lead investigator on the case, expressed frustration at Leon's ability to evade capture. He's like a phantom, leaving nothing but perplexed guards and a trail of baffled detectives in his wake. We're dealing with a true virtuoso in the world of crime, she stated during a press conference. The notorious gentleman thief is no stranger to the art of grand larceny, having previously pilfered rare jewels, valuable paintings, and even a collection of antique pocket watches from the most fortified vaults from across the globe. As news of Leon's latest feat spreads, social media has erupted with both admiration and condemnation. Some hail him as a modern-day Robin Hood, stealing from the rich to maintain his enigmatic lifestyle, while others view him as a menace that needs to be brought to justice. Interpol has issued an international warrant for Leon's arrest, but his identity remains shrouded in mystery. The public is left to wonder when and where this dashing rogue will strike next, and if any museum or gallery is truly safe from the clutches of the illustrious Leon. Okay, so let's figure this one out. So ENTOSLAU. Okay, that's gonna be a write down. Let's see. So T-N-E. Okay. That is not anything as it is, but we only need 4 letters for the actual thing. Page 101, page 108. With still probably something we have to figure that out for. Unless, can I go back at all? Yes, I can. Okay, and then street. Street passageway. Debbie opens the 5th door, the smallest of all the doors in the mysterious hallway. It looks like one of those shrinking doors from Alice in Wonderland. Debbie plucks up her courage before crawling into a tiny corridor dug out of the earth, as dark as a lion's den. At the end of the tunnel, a promising light is visible. She could feel the soft earth and the occasional small root under her hands and knees. Did you build these tunnels, Serena? Couldn't you have had a more normal hobby, like playing solitaire or drinking scotch? As she nears the little light, she makes it out to be a rudimentary wall lamp. When she finally reaches it, Debbie looks up searching for a way out, and relieved, she sees a trap door. Aha. Okay, so it's a 3-digit or a 3-number code. So let's go back. So that has that lock, that has that lock, that has that lock. And then we just need to go to the garage. When she opens the last door in the tunnel and discovers that it leads to the mansion's garage, Debbie can't help but feel a little lost. Really? I didn't even notice another door in the garage. Truth is, Debbie had been in the garage before, but had always accessed it from the garden. After brushing the dirt off her hands, forearms, and legs, Debbie takes a look around. The garage's main tenant is a beautiful convertible, covered by a semi-transparent tarp. Someday we must go for a drive, you and I. The vehicle is surrounded by shelves that are full of junk and old boxes. There's also a fire extinguisher hanging on one wall. Despite coming to believe over the last few weeks that everything in the house belonged to her, at times she felt that it didn't at all, and that at any given moment someone would appear to accuse her of being a thief. Okay, let's check the fire extinguisher. Aha, snake. Remove the safety pin, point at the base of the flames, press the handle to kickstart extinguishing agent. Where is the pin? Interesting, okay. Garden. Out we go. Debbie opens the garage door, the one she was already familiar with, and steps out into the garden. It's getting dark, so she's been wandering the mansion's secret tunnel for so long that she's lost track of time. She thoughtfully circles around the pool and the hammocks, roaming through the leaf-covered lawn. She stops next to some sculptures that caught her eye from the very first day. At the end of the garden stands an imposing tower, another of the estate's great enigmas. Debbie has tried to get in there several times, but the door has one of those cryptic electronic locks. Arsène Lupin, Simon Templar, Thomas Crown, Philibus. So obviously these are the different, this is for one of those locks. Philibus could be saying 1, Thomas Crown could be saying 2, but I don't know what these other 2 could be saying. Aha! N-E-W-S, so news. So this could be cardinal directions, right? So top hat is north. Halo is east. What do you call that? A bowler hat is west. And thief guy is south. Okay. Oh, and the snake symbol for this one? Okay, let's go back to the garage. Let me just take a look at that. So it's a number. Remove the safety pin, point at the base of the flames, press the handle to kickstart extinguishing agent. I don't know about this one still. Okay, let's go back to the tunnel. I think we can open up the door to the video shop. Maybe not. North, south, east, west, right? How do I determine that? Okay. Channel 735. There's no 3 alone. Uh, 735. I have a 7 and a 5. All right, game is swinging now. Now I'm actually having. I was worried that this game is gonna be too easy, but this is great. This is the thing that's weird. This weirded me out. I don't really know what to do with this. Remove the safety pin, point at the base of the flames. I feel like that's a later situation. Let's try to get this, because this seems the most together. How do I transform this into a number? Something else on the map that I can do? These two aren't giving me a number, so that's not helping. Channel Irma Vep. Oh, wait. Channel Irma Vep. So... if we go... Pedro, Francisco, Tobias, Octavio, Samuel, and Alfredo. Irma Vep. That's a U at the end, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just looking at the 8 letters that were given here and seeing if there's anything that can give me. Okay. This is the way forward. I don't know if it's the thing that I know how to do the most right this moment. I wonder if I just go back. Let's just see. Yeah, I think I'm good there. And then I'm probably good at the camera room, but I don't want to rule anything out. And we go to map. Okay, so... Is this saying where I can get the key? It is, right? This is saying, because this is where the gnomes are. That's where I get the keys for this. Garage, I can get the key for this. Oh, look, it's saying I can get the key. There's 2 parts of this puzzle, and I get that here. Okay. Yeah, that's actually amazing. Look, it's saying where I can get parts of the answers. So the only one that doesn't have multiple parts is this maple leaf puzzle. Right? So that means I can... That means I have to open that up first. So let's go to the street side. And then I have to somehow figure out a way to do this. I had a weird cut here. Someone was blowing up my phone and I needed to take that. So we have there's no scanning ability of this gate. But I'm gonna go back one quick more time just to check out this map. So channel 7, that is a 7, right? The 735. Channel 735. This also says channel Irma Vep. Or is that for this? That's tough to tell. Is it for the video shop, this guy, or is it for the Maple Leaf? Channel 735. Okay, so yeah, I feel pretty confident then that this is the puzzle we have to do first. So what does that mean? 735. It's not 73335, right? It almost feels like I'm pressing 4 buttons, but it has 3 nodes, so I wonder... $735. I'm trying to think about anything else I could pull. Just make sure. Yeah, still going. Okay. What the heck? What do I do with this? Is it the 7th, 3rd, and 5th buttons? No. Let's try that from the other way. So if it's the 7th, the 3rd, and the 5th buttons. $735. This might have something, but I don't think so. Oh, wait. 735. There we go. Okay, gotcha. So this bottom corner, I knew there was going to be something that we had to do here. We didn't use it. 1, 2, 3, and this one. Okay, cool. So let's get out of here. That took us way too long to get to somewhere where we could actually use it. But now I think we're going to fly. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do 1, 2, 3, bang. Okay, so it was 4. Having calmed herself down, Debbie cracks open the trap door and peeks her head out. The roar of a car engine a mere few meters away startles her. She's in the street, in the middle of the street. What the hell is this? Debbie attempts to mentally map out the web of passageways and corridors she's traversing. She's reminded of the arrogant plan Professor Moriarty, Sir Sherlock Holmes' nemesis, once dreamed up. He wished to build tunnels under this entire city so he could rob banks and stores, and then make his escape, easily evading the police. Is that your plan as well, Serena Poulin? To make an exclusive subway network just for you? After making sure the coast is clear, Debbie fully opens the trapdoor and climbs out. She discreetly takes a look around. The street is deserted except for a couple carts and a parking meter that, for some reason, catches Debbie's eye. Aha. I should do this. Nope, okay. But obviously the snake for the fire extinguisher is what we're trying to go for now. So let's go to the garage. Parking. Whoa, that's dope. So maybe it's just I can't believe I didn't try this before. So green, red, green, green, red, green. Green, red, green, green, red, green. Okay. So green, red, green, green, red, green. Let's do this. How about green, red, green, green, red, red, green? What am I supposed to do? Hold on. Did I mess that up? Green, red, green, green, red, red, green. Shouldn't have. Maybe do I need a coin? I could see that. I could see maybe needing a coin first. Oh, wait. This? Okay, so wait, that door. Oh, hold on. I'm now getting confused with all the symbols. So that door has the snake lock on it. So we did this. Snake key, snake lock, snake lock. So the street parking meter isn't a well, it's a puzzle, but it's not. It's supposed to help unlock this door. Oh, weird. And I need, yeah, this is the next one for sure. So hold on. So let's go garage. Let's just take one more look at this. Parking. Green. I'm just gonna quickly write it down just in case. And there's nothing on the other side. Okay. Oh, wait, does it flip the colors? No, because it's green and red, but I could try the opposite way. I could see that maybe being a thing because it flips the colors of it. Street, yep. So let's do red, green, red, red, green, red. Okay, I have red, green, red, red, green, green, red. Green, red, green, green, red, red, green. Nothing moves here. Huh. Yeah, this feels like I should be able to get something from this, but I don't really know what. P-A-R-K-I-N-G. 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 Or is it just easily... No, this just feels crazy. What? I don't fully understand. Let's look at that map one more time. That's the lock. I mean, I suppose I could try to unlock that, but that doesn't seem right. That seems weird. If they're both the keys to the door they have to unlock. Maybe there's just something about this fire extinguisher I'm not fully understanding. P-A-R-K-I-N-G. I don't know what... Remove the safety pin, point at the base of flames, press the handle to kickstart. I don't think the words matter. Is there anything else in this room that even matters? P-A-R-K-I-N. That doesn't do anything either. Four sections. I definitely don't know the answer to this. I don't. It's got to be something with that parking meter. Is the next step, I mean, specifically. What the fuck? What did I do different? Did something just bug out? 1, 2, 3, 9. Okay. I think something might have just bugged out. I don't know if that was... Because I did that, obviously, 800 times. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 9. I chose the wrong thing, but... And we go to the garage. We go to the garden. I'm not necessarily angry about that one, but I wish it worked. 1, 2, 3, 9. Nice. Okay, we're moving now. 1,000 points for Debbie Clow, ladies and gentlemen. She congratulates herself after managing to open the tower door. Leaving the garden, Debbie steps inside and finds herself on a small landing in the dark, where all she finds is a staircase. She takes a last look at it before deciding to climb up. The howling of the wind and the last rays of warm sunlight are filtering in from the top of the strange building. Clinging to the handrail, she climbs up a couple of flights of stairs. When she reaches the top, Debbie takes a few seconds to catch her breath. It's a small room that opens to the outside, a lookout. In the center, there are freestanding binoculars, which can be used to view the landscape through the arches that support the roof. These must be from admiring the views, or spying on the neighbors. You're a snoop, aren't you, Serena? Okay. Okay, so north, I'm seeing, so yeah, north is a factory. East is the road. South is the hills. Is it just the number of things in each of these? Because that's what we're going to be trying to get. So we need a number per thing. So this looks like 4, because it's 4 chimneys. This looks like 3. This looks like 6. And this looks like could be 7 or sorry, well, it's going to be 9 because there's not a 10. Okay. So now we go to the video store gate. Tunnel. Running all over the place here. Okay. Gate. Okay, so top hat is 4. Halo is 3. Bowler hat is 9. Thief is 6. Nice. That's it. Open sesame. The hatch opens. Yet another of the mansion secrets has been revealed. One more piece of the gigantic puzzle. Startled and excited, Debbie finds that she's in a small room that reminds her of a storage unit. At the back, there's a door through which light filters in. Wait, what's that noise? Debbie can clearly hear voices from behind the door. She approaches it and opens it very cautiously. Through the crack, she can see a guy dressed in uniform, standing behind a counter, serving another young man. Behind them, a lady holding a baby in her arms browses through VHS and DVD movies on a shelf. You're kidding me. I'm in a video store. Debbie can't believe her eyes. She glances back at the trapdoor and the corridor that led her here. What's going on here, Serena? Are you afraid you'll miss the latest releases? Debbie quietly shuts the door and walks over to the shelves to inspect them. They're crammed with boxes of movies. Okay. So, The Killing, Revenge of the Pink Panther, Peter Sellers, Irma Vep, Law of Tapes. Law of Tapes? Okay. Let's go back to that map. So what is that supposed to help me do? So that's open up this. That's it. Law of Tapes. Channel Irma Vep. Is that the only thing that I can find in there? I guess so. Law of Tapes. Alright, so let's go back here. Let's go to the Cabinet of Curiosities, and then we're going to get the book. Law of Tapes. Law of Tapes. It's not that many options. If we do L for everything, L 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 7 options per. Okay. But specifically, it says we need to use the book letters. What the hell does Law of Tapes have to do with anything, though? Los Amigos. Is it maybe about the shape? This one I don't fully get. Then just confirming. That I don't have anything else to work with, right? Irma Vep. Law of tapes. Should be it. Let's go back to Video Shop one more time, just in case that triggers something. Oh, wait, I can still look at these. Okay. But these aren't necessary. Federal law provides severe civil and criminal penalty. Yeah. Is there something about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No. That's the thing it wants us to look at, is law of tapes. For whatever reason, that's important. Tunnel. Then this room was empty, right? There's nothing else left in here. Okay. Garage, street. Let's just do one more sweep just in case there's anything else. Parking meter. Yeah, we're good there. How about... Yeah, garage should be the only other place. And I don't think so, because... Okay, so go back to the cabinet. I'm just gonna... I wonder, should I just write out all these letters? I don't think so. I don't think that's necessary. 101 to 108. ENTOSLAU. It almost could be rentals, but it doesn't have the R. I'm just gonna sit here and think about this for a second. Give me one moment. ENT slant. Soul. Note. Tune. Do I just have to know the numbers? Law of tapes. I was gonna say if I get rid of every letter in law of tapes, but that's too many letters getting rid of then. God, I don't know. I don't know about this one. I don't know if it's one word. I don't think it's one word through all of it. If this is, I'm just looking at the symbols too, right? Like if this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Los amigos salvajes. Pedro, Francisco, Tobias, Octavio, Samuel, and Alfredo. I don't know what the hell that would have to do with anything. Christ. I don't know what. Law of tapes did not help at all. I could have had that and had no clue. I was thinking like rent. Is it lend? Is this even putting it in? ENT is tempting because there's words you can make with it, but also soul. Yeah, I don't know. I might actually have to call it here. This episode's already, I think, a little bit longer than I would have wanted it to. I might just call it here, and we'll try to pick it up on the next one. Sorry about that. Sorry about a weird anticlimactic ending, but I don't want to keep trying to beat myself up over this and make you watch that. So, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes, and we'll dig deeper into my house, your house, in the next one. See you then.